Hey, what's going on, guys? Flick here, and welcome back to another episode of the Saintly Southampton Career Mode. If you hear any new adjective use in today's episodes, because I've been listening to a ton of podcasts, and I want to get you guys involved on this as well. And the way I want to get you involved is if you have any adjectives you want me to use in the next episode, go ahead and drop that in the comment section below. Just something fun I want to implement into this career mode. But I want to talk about the plan for today's episode. Coming off a loss in the FA Cup as well as the EuroLeague, it's been tough times here at Southampton, and I'm looking to do a quick 180 and move in the right direction by winning the final of the EFL Cup against Crystal Palace. We've gone far in this competition. I don't intend on losing in this match. Then as we get into March, we have a rematch against Watford, the very team that kicked us out of the FA Cup, and closing things out, we'll be playing the Swans on the 7th. You guys know I try to be as transparent as possible for this career mode, and as such, I've decided to bump down the sliders to their default settings, 50 all the way through for the user as well as the CPU. This is the change that I want to make for my own sake and also for your guys' sake, because the adjusted sliders were just too much for me. I wasn't able to win too many games, and although the legendary CPU on default settings will be a bit easier, I still find it will be difficult, especially when that patch does come out. So these are the settings we'll be going with for the immediate future. But of course, having been kicked out of the EuroLeague, it's had some implications on our managerial rating. It's gone down to 73, which is about 10 points lower than what it was while we were still in the EuroLeague. And it also means that we will not be achieving our continental success objective. I don't think that's going to have any drastic implications on our future here at Southampton. We could still achieve the rest of these objectives. Domestically, that's going to be easy objective to achieve. Financially, we're in good shape. Brand exposure, still have no idea what that one means. But for youth development, we're also in great form for that, because we have the 5 matches played for Mamuepa and Cameron. We just need to grow them those 10 overall points. I think our best shot at improving our manager popularity rating is by getting a win in the EFL Cup and bringing home some silverware to Southampton. This is the team I have chosen for the match, going with an interesting decision and starting McCarthy over Fraser Forster. Crystal Palace is McCarthy's previous team, so I think this match will mean a lot to him, and to be honest, McCarthy is in better form than Forster. So I feel like this is the best move going forward. Our front three is solid with Buffal on the left, Allaire at striker, and Nathan Redmond on the right wing. Let's get into the match and win this competition. You know things are about to get serious when the Pyros come out, but in all honesty, Crystal Palace have had some success in this sort of competition in real life. They reached the final of the Capital One Cup and eventually lost to Manchester United in that match where Alan Pardew did his little samba dance. But as much as I do love the Pards, we'll be looking to win this game. Already it's Romeu starting the attack for us and spotting out Buffal on the left. He'll dribble with it, cutting it inside, and finding Sebastian Allaire. Already a great start to the game. The finesse shot is blocked, and we do win the corner kick here. Are we going to go short, or are we going to go with the near post driven? We'll go short this time around and maybe switch things up later on. Buffal to dribble this one inside the 18-yard box. Ruben Semedo. Now Romeu to Nathan Redmond. It's Yoshida, our center back, who scored in the last episode this time around. He blasts that one over the crossbar. It's Ward on the ball. Has an outlet in the middle. Now it's Bernard. Has to be a new signing for Crystal Palace, but here we go on a counterattack of our own. Ward-Prowse finding the outlet in Buffal. Has Ward-Prowse again. And if someone can make the run in the middle, it's Sebastian Allaire. One more pass, and now it's Romeu, needs to finish. Shoots it right at Steve Mandanda. I can respect the shot on target, because that is something we have struggled with in the recent run of form, and that's a start. No one is closing him down. Eventually, Romeu steps in and makes the tackle. It is a corner kick, though, for Crystal Palace. They have Christian Benteke, I think the number 26 for them, but it's Kabay to send in the cross. Bernard, of all players, wins the header, and the goal line clearance was unsuccessful. Crystal Palace strike first in this game, and I'm still shocked by that. I don't know why McCarthy went out and tried to collect it, because he had very minimal chance at reaching it. It was close on the goal line, but that is clearly a goal, courtesy of the goal line technology. Ward-Prowse being very cautious with his passing and finds Romeu. This could be a chance for us to equalize if Romeu can whip in a cross. No one providing an outlet, but a cross is eventually sent in. Sebastian Allaire tried to win the header, but Ward-Prowse puts his body on the line. We retain possession with Steven Davis. Now to Romeu. Has Nathan Redmond. He'll do a nice turn, and this could be another shot on target, this time blocked by Soiree. and eventually cleared away by the Crystal Palace defense. We're looking decent moving forward. We need to test out Steve Mandanda more though. All of a sudden it's Christian Benteke on the attack for Crystal Palace. He's stronger than Yoshida, but Yoshida sticks with it and gets the ball back for us. Let's go, boys. Let's get a goal back before the halftime break. Buffal toward Prowse. Now Aller. Switching the play to Steven Davis. Not too many options around him, but we'll do some quick passing and continue to move forward on this attack. Romeu has Aller once again, and we might just look to do a long shot here. If someone can show open for him, this could be a chance. It's Buffal to shoot on the near post, and Mandanda has messed up. That should have been saved, but we'll take the goal by Sofiane Buffal, and it's equalized before the halftime whistle. This is what I've been looking for. We've been pushing hard for 45 minutes. We've had some chances, but finally, we have some luck go on our side, and we're level going into the break. Here are those halftime statistics for you. I would say we've been the more dominant side. 6 shots, 4 on target, 48% of the possession. And now that we know that Steve Mandanda can be scored on, I'll be looking to get even more of those shots on target and just looking to get another sloppy goal like the one we just scored. Well, that's a decent run being made by Aller, and this could be a goal for us. We'll go with another near post finesse shot, and this time Steve Mandanda makes the double hand save. We could have sweated that one across and found the player just to the left of Sebastian Aller, and if we can make another type of run later on in the game, I think we will score on that kind of chance. I think I'll just go with 2 substitutes for now. Buffal will be coming off, and we've got Jay Rodriguez to come on off the bench. For Ward Prowse, I could go between Salih Uchan and Jake Hesketh. I would say that Hesketh has been the player in form, but again, I'm trying to put my confidence in Salih Uchan, showing that I believe he can fulfill his potential, so we'll sub him on for Ward Prowse. Crystal Palace are looking dangerous again. It's Wilfried Zaha to send it across to Christian Benteke. Give that man a round of applause. McCarthy, what a save. Our first long corner kick didn't work. The second short corner kick wasn't successful. So this time we'll loft it in to the penalty marker and see if Jay Rodriguez can get his head on it. Yes, he did, but it is cleared off the line by the Crystal Palace defender. Yoshida still with it. Maybe can force a penalty from here. Instead, he'll play it inside to Salih Uchan, trying to do a 90-degree turn, but you can see that wasn't too successful. Well, guys, we've gone 90 minutes, and both teams have been putting in an attacking performance. Only 1 goal for each side, and I think now's a great time to make that substitution that we have saved. Romeu is looking tired, and our midfield is a crucial part of this game, so Harrison Reed will be coming on for Romeu. This is a dangerous attack from Crystal Palace. They find Sacco, trying to loft it into Christian Benteke, but Ruben Semedo knows better, and will try to make something happen in these last couple of minutes. Playing it all the way to the left wing, and Zaha's going to get this back. Crystal Palace have been the better side for the majority of this game. I think we were lucky to have scored on our single chance, but now it's Martin Kelly. We're applying that pressure. Now Tompkins to Zaha. You can see their passing is on point, even if we don't have the sliders. It seems like the legendary difficulty has improved, and the CPU is pushing forward. And speaking of which, Christian Benteke just inches away from a second goal. Those of you that have followed this series know that penalty kicks are the death of me, so I would love to finish up this game in the allotted amount of time, but everything is pointing toward penalty kicks. It'll take a stroke of luck for us to get a second goal, and Sebastian Aller trying to make it happen, but Crystal Palace not having it. Oh, this isn't happening. Please don't score from this, Bernard. We've caught up to him, and I don't know why he's still dribbling it around, but Crystal Palace, oh man, the luck is really not on our side, guys. We got kicked out of the EFL Cup again this season after being kicked out of the FA Cup as well as the EuroLeague. And I don't know what to say. I thought we had this covered, and it's been an end-to-end match for 120 minutes, but sometimes that is football. And that kind of sums up this Southampton side. We're good, but we're just not ready to win competitions. You know, there are some people that would skip these trophy celebrations when you lose this kind of match, but I want to watch every second of it because I want our players to remember what it feels like to lose this competition. I want them to come back with the hunger to succeed in Season 2. I know our Southampton side is good, but they can be much better, And if we want to compete on a level for winning competitions like the EFL Cup, we need to make improvements to the side. Stats-wise, it was about 50-50 for each team, although Crystal Palace did have the slight advantage in possession. Looking at the player ratings though, I think this is so interesting. Buffon, Ward-Prowse, and Romeu were three of the best players on the pitch for us, but due to fitness issues, we had to sub them off. Was that the difference maker for this game? You can ask a lot of questions. At the end of the day though, we got the loss. It is the start of the month, which means it is time for a squad report, and the topic I want to discuss for this squad report is the transition we will be having at center back during season 2. You guys saw that Jose Font is down -2 so far this season, and his physical attributes are going to continue to deteriorate. The question I have for you is whether we should transition Ruben Semedo as one of our 2 starting center backs alongside Van Dijk, or should we look to use some of our transfer budget at the start of next season to sign maybe a world-class center back. I don't know how much money we will have, but in my opinion, we could make 1 or 2 big-name signings, potentially somewhere around the 84 mark. And although Ruben Semedo is growing nicely, I still don't know if he's ready for first-team action. I'll have a poll question for you right now. Let me know what your thoughts are. We'll be training Højbjerg, Ward-Prowse, and Semedo alongside Mamuepa and Cameron for this month's player training. Our monthly scouting update from Japan is attached, and we had some good results from Japan in last month's scouting report. And right away, we have a 75 to 94 potential player. The interesting thing about him is that we've scouted him out for 2 months, which means I didn't sign him during the first month's squad report, which also means his potential has improved while we scouted him out further. I guess that goes to show you guys that don't immediately reject the players that don't fit that potential you're looking for. That's the lesson from this one. So we'll sign him up to the Youth Academy, and moving on, we'll see if we have any other players to sign up. A lot of these players without a face, which is also really interesting. I don't see that much outside of the countries in Asia, but moving on, we'll see if we have any more 90+ potential players, but that will be it for Japan. With all our cup competitions over now, our focus can go entirely to the Premier League, and we'll be going onwards with a match against Watford, who I'm still pretty salty that they kicked us out of the FA Cup. But an interesting thing about this match, we've gone with a midfield of Salih Uçan, Jordi Klaasie, and James Ward-Prowse. Uçan came to me before the match and said he wanted to keep his momentum going from the previous match and get a start in this one, so I'll listen to him and see what he can do for us. Watford aren't even in the top 10 of the Premier League, but if we hold a perfect record going forward and catch up with Spurs on the matches played, we could be within 5 points of them. I said earlier this season that Spurs are going to walk away with the title, but that might not necessarily be the case. They have other competitions to think about as well, and I won't spend too much time looking at this Watford lineup because we're pretty familiar with it already. Yo, this is some decent play to start off the match. Bertrand to shoot, and had that gone in, that would have been spectacular. Again though, Bertrand with his left back finishing is never going to be the best, but I rate the passing play. We've got J-Rod at striker again this game. And this is kind of the method that works best for us. I don't know what it is about Jay Rodriguez, but he just scores goals whenever he does get playtime. Salih Uçan should have spotted out that run, but he still gets Buffon. We'll shoot from here on the near post. Timo Horn not taking any chances and deflects it away for a corner kick. We'll try out the near post corner kick and see if we have any luck with this one. J-Rod trying to get there. It deflects out for Klaasie, hits it on the volley, and it's another corner. Buffon's been given some space to run. And here he goes. Potentially the best player on this Southampton team. We'll cut this one inside. Needs someone to chauffeur him in the middle. And it will be James Ward-Prowse. How did he mess that one up? All he had to do was finesse it in the back of the net. He was going with the power shot. And I think I'll be avoiding that in future scenarios. 45 minutes down, no goals for either team. Despite having some chances, 6 shots, 3 on target for us, 54% of the possession. Watford are just so pesky. We have trouble playing against them, whether it be cup competitions or in the Premier League. We'll try to go in with a fresh mindset for the second half and get that goal. Could have a chance here. Dusan Tadic trying to find Sofiane Buffon, who's been causing havoc so far for this Watford defense. And there you can see it takes 3 players to get the ball off of him. We'll take the short corner kick and let Buffon run straight at the Watford defenders. Cutting inside, going with the finesse shot, and it was a cheeky attempt, looking for the bottom left-hand corner, but not on target. 18 minutes left to go, and we are just gridlocked in this game. 0-0. Chances for both sides, but no one seems to be able to find the back of the net. Dusan Tadic is too tired to continue on, so we'll bring on Nathan Redmond for him. I'm feeling like Shane Long might be the goal scorer, And this is a controversial move, but I'm going to move into center attacking mid. Just bring on that pace and see what can happen. We gave Salih Uçan some play time. He was unable to get the goal, so we'll be taking him off and bringing on Højbjerg. No way. No way are we going to score from this. Go on, Shane Long. Get the goal for us. Get this winner with the finesse shot on the near post. It's off the crossbar, but Jay Rodriguez following it up, and we end up getting the goal and beating Timo Horn. I can't believe it. He's been just potentially the best keeper we played against all season, but the link-up play between Shane Long and Jay Rodriguez is unwarranted. I thought that was in, and I would have freaked out if it was a substitute to score, but Jay Rodriguez following it up and gets the header. I don't know how long it has been since we got a win in this career mode, but we finally got it. 13 shots, 7 on target is what it took to get a goal, and player ratings wise, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Timo Horn, but Jay Rodriguez walking away with an 8.1 rating. Well done by that man. Our final match today will be against Swansea City, and this is a super interesting dynamic, especially after they have appointed the American manager Bob Bradley within the last week or two. And as an American myself, it's always promising to see American managers and players abroad, but I don't know about this appointment. If he does manage to keep Swansea from relegation this season, I think it would have to be a success for him, and I think this is a step in the right direction for American soccer or football, whatever you do want to call it. But I know that a lot of you guys aren't from the US, so I want to hear your opinions in the comments section below. If that's what you're willing to do, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. You can also let me know where you're from, because I'm really curious to hear the different opinions. It's a rainy day at the Liberty Stadium, but this will be the team that we will be facing. In past FIFAs, I've had a lot of trouble playing Swansea City, but their team has shifted quite drastically. And of course, we are playing against one of our future players in Nathan Dyer. We'll see if he can bag himself a goal and what his reaction will be. Swansea not having the best season in the Premier League, so I think we have to be favorites for this one. Well, the Swansea defense has committed to Sebastian Haller, and he's still on the ball right now, somehow. Højbjerg and Romeo doing a little bit of 1-2 play, and now it's Højbjerg trying to play this one inside, and the Swansea defense not letting him have it, but now it will be Sebastian Haller to shoot with the finesse shot, and what a goal that was, and what a turn by him. What a signing he has been. I know I just said what a ton of times, and I just messed up that complete commentary right there. Alright, I'm going to try that again. That was a fantastic bit of play by Sebastian Haller. Sometimes when I get too excited by the game, I completely mess up my commentary. That is one of the negatives of doing live commentary, but hopefully that'll be a little bit of entertainment value for you guys. No way. Swansea come right back and score a goal of their own. And guess who? It's Leroy Fer, who scores every time that we play Swansea City. And man, he has to be one of the signings I'm going to make in this career mode, because he scores against us every single time. Yo, that is some sweet passing by Swansea, and I almost wish that they scored that goal, because that was some incredible play. Shot after shot we've had on Lucas Fabianski, but we're level going into the break. 9 shots, 5 on target, and 53% of the possession for us, and we have been playing some incredible football today. And if we can just get that one more piece of remarkable passing play that can lead to a one-on-one chance, I have the faith in our players on the pitch. Jefferson Montero. He's such a cheap beast. I don't know what it is. Not the highest rated player, but he's got some stats that are impressive. We will get this one cleared though. And now Nathan Redmond leading the counterattack for us, trying to play it in the middle, but Van der Horn does make the steal. Højbjerg not having it though, and he'll lead the counterattack from the left side this time. It's Lloyd Iskrov making a decent run, finding Højbjerg again. Another pass to Sebastian Haller. We might just look to bang this one, but instead, we'll hold up the play, find Romeo, he'll shoot with his right foot, and over the crossbar it goes. Time for some substitutions. We haven't made any yet, and only 20 minutes left to go in this game. It's about time that we made those changes. Ward-Prowse could be coming on for center attacking mid. Shane Long, why not bring him on, because he contributed to last match's goal. And Harrison Reed, I don't know what it is, but his red hair is calling to me right now, and we'll bring him on for Højbjerg. No way. No way are we going to score off that. We get the goal from Shane Long. It's 2-1. What was the defender thinking? And these are the kind of goals that happen without sliders. I wish these were avoidable because it feels a little bit dirty every time I do score. But those are the kind of goals that Shane Long does score. No one would have expected it, but here he is. Well guys, there it is. Another match, another win. And we narrowed down that points gap between us and Spurs just a little bit more. But that will bring an end to today's episode of the Southampton Career Mode. If you have enjoyed today's episode, make sure you drop a like down below. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. And of course, if you do want to follow me on other social platforms, I have links to those platforms down in the description below. But until next time, this has been Flick. I'll be talking to you guys again soon.